A pleasant good evening to each and everyone in Georgetown, Guyana, friends all, and to the diaspora. Today, every time I look at Facebook or I look at the news of Guyana, it is always an interesting episode. Sometimes I want to get some rest, but sometimes I shook my head in sorrow and said, when you put people in charge of a nation and they are claiming emancipation and day of arrival, it tells you that their interest is not about the country and just about the self, friends, and family. And the mistake they make is on the expense of the people of the country. But before I continue to give you my views, so you could get confused and curse me and refuse to listen is up to you. I want you to subscribe to my channel and press the bell so you will get the news as I give it to you. Let me conclude now. Few weeks I have done a video where I warned the Guyana government not to get involved with India, China, Russia, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, and Brazil with this foreign money, what they are planning to bring about. Now, I'm not blaming nobody. I'm not accusing nobody. You people in Guyana, those educated elite who believe you know the English language but can't even speak it properly. When you turn people word around, it come back to haunt you. I have seen a lot. During the APNUP government, they had mixed with the WPA, Justice for All, and not forgetting the AFC. But sometimes I ask if there's all about power, because they should do the groundwork. First, to begin with, if I was a leader of the present WPA, I would never have joined the PNC or APNU to form a government, since knowing the late Walter Rodney was killed by members of the PNC. It's alleged that the late Frost Burnham had hands in it with Gregory Smith. And with all the information that followed. But you could lie to people, you can't lie to God. And time. Time shall observe all of us. My friend, what I'm trying to tell you, India and China are neighboring countries. And not too far from there, Russia and China are also neighboring, and it come around not too far off of India coast. So India count themselves lucky, like Guyana between French Guyana, Suriname, Brazil, Venezuela, and not forgetting too far off is Colombia. I forget the Caribbean island because it's a little journey from there. So I named the rest what is close. When they are talking but come up with a new money to overrun the US dollar, I issue a statement in a video. America gets what America wants. And the US dollars is backed by the gold. And America will do anything in this hemisphere to protect their pride and to protect their rights. Because none of you in the Caribbean, Latin America, South America, has sent your troops into World War II to fight to save your democracy and your freedom. If America did not enter, today you would have been raising your hand like a German, saluting the Führer, or you would have been speaking German. But yes, it's a war that I condemn, any war where people are losing their life because of corrupt politicians. Then we have a set of people who only ideology, they only idle on one group of people. I call on the Guyanese government, Mr. Ali, not to get involved too much with Russia, India, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, and Brazil over no negotiation whatsoever. I saw on the news a delegation of the PPP, and I won't say alleged because I think that is it, unless it's false news, so I will use the word alleged. Because you got to be careful with these people who can't speak English and understand the meaning. A delegation went to China on government business. And according to information, it's alleged the vice president said they went on government business. The vice president, it's alleged again, I know he studied, but some people say he studied in Russia. I don't know. Do any one of you ever stop and think that the United States of America are not fools? Any one of you ever stop and think of it? China today is all over Africa giving money. They are even in India. They are even in Pakistan giving money. And when you can't pay, they take some of your best area to pay the money. And they're right because you take it. But you, the people, allow it because your politicians fill in pockets of friends and family while you are hungry and angry. And they put you all to fight one another while their family are protected. The cats and dogs, mice and roaches in the house and the yard with the snakes and worms are protected while you black people and Indian is fighting each other for these people. Y'all in learn? Y'all don't want to have your own house? You don't want to live good? And all of you work together for Guyana and not black people for black people, Indian for Indian? Come on. It hurt me to know that Guyana is one of the richest countries today. Lumber, gold, and diamond, bauxite, and many other minerals. Oil, which I know was there for many of years. But now today, y'all are finding new friends when the people who stand at your corner was right next door, and they are the one who charter your destiny. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow citizens of Guyana, if you, the military and the police, think y'all could answer the wrath of America or England, I beg you to go and drink some medication to clear your mind because y'all can't able. Okay? Chile, millions suffer. Nicaragua suffer. The pine-faced man of Panama was flown and locked up after he lifted a machete to Reagan. Okay? Saddam was hanged. Gaddafi tried to bring one money to Africa and one back. They kill him in a gutter. At least they put people to look like the Libyans in his own country, like what they have done in Guyana in the 60s. Now you can't blame them to protect the hemisphere. All right? And you will be a fool to go all the way to China, Russia, India, Saudi Arabia, who didn't know you during the 70s with the Al-Shatids. They never give you a dollar to help your nation. And that is the name of the game. So when people say, Anne Lynch, the ambassador, are with the PPP, y'all get this clear. No American ambassador are with no government where they hold their office. They are there to protect the rights of the American people and the flag of America. Okay? And I warn y'all, Dr. Jagan was not in power because of his communist ideology. He was given an opportunity to change, and he refused. The extortive plan, the Western Trial 1 and 2, Jagan writes it, you all should go read it. And all you Indians must never forget what the blacks have done to you in the 60s. But then again, you can't blame all the black people because many of them didn't do it, they stand up against it. Like many Indians didn't allow Indians to destroy their innocent neighbors who were black next to them during that uprising. Fellow citizens of Guyana, this is a time for the future. It is not about black people, white people, yellow people, and brown people. It's about your future. During the period of what happened under the late Forrest Burnham, many Indians was raped. Gunmen hold up family, rape men, dart in front of them, and even kill them. According to information, it's alleged was so much a crime. But when your politician on both sides use criminal elements in uniform disguised as police and army to do criminal work, and the commissioner of police or whoever shot them out, or the commander, I want you to check and see how they're killing them. Who died by accident, died by drive-by shooting, or maybe drunk and dead. They find 1,000 ways to kill those who kill for them before you talk. And not only that, if they put you to kill George Correa, they already tell 10 or 12 people who will tell another 1,000 who do the killing. So where y'all are going? You got family, people can wipe you out off the face of the earth. People ain't gonna leave you to God, they're gonna send y'all to meet him. So I call upon you, the decent Indian and black people, to be united. Because amongst y'all, there are a lot of good Indian and good black people. Okay? Lately, I'm looking at the news and see black people killing their wife, killing their children, burning down their house. I say, oh my God, there cannot be a pure black man. That have to be a mixed race, and check and see if you don't have Indian blood, because that is Indian people trademark. Drink poison, hang yourself, chop up, curse, insult, and kill your family, burn down house. And I hate when I hear black people doing that, because that's supposed to be the gift of an Indian. Because they love the Obia man. They love to call him my church, to Obia one another to get what they got. They are very corrupt, very spiteful, very jealousful, and very ungrateful. But you have the decent one. Take a man named Mohanlal on Canaan. You have a daughter and a son. Young people, they are innocent, like many of yours. He claimed he buy a dam, an egress and egress dam, thanks to the NDC in Craig, with a big, tall Indian black skin coolie man. I, George Correa, said so. Here, all of them, something in right, I want a lie detector test for all of them. How much money pass, if any are passed, I want to know. And how can a government in power wanted to allow that to happen when a black woman came back from England with her family, her husband, Mr. Abrams or Adams, built a nice house in the back, and caught information the bridge was knocked down, she was forced to sell to the said individual I heard. If this is true, then we don't have a government. Okay? We have gangs running the country pretending to be leaders. So I'm calling on you, the young Indian and black people, to unite. The army, the police, the civil servant to unite. All military personnel, teachers, postmen and women, anything in civil servant, you have a right to the same benefit the president, the prime minister, and all of them are getting. When David went in there, did he at any time raise your salary? He raised all the minister one. Anyone object? You fools. So I call upon the WPA who joined APNU. Think it over, Mr. David Hines. Think it over, my friends. Okay? Remember, Mr. Prasad was with the APNU. All right? Through AFC. And he brought that government down. And I wouldn't blame him, because the racial remarks was too much. And what the man I see, he have done his best. But then again, you do not take somebody who was trained to hate you to join you later to remove their own because they didn't get what they want. You will be a fool. You are not a leader. And give them position to lock up innocent people, family, when the people speak out against them. But what they don't know, we all have families. We all have friends. And America gets what America wants. and they don't turn their back from the people who stand with them. And you must know that clear. Now, in question, whoever was the woman, the Afro-Guyanese who went to China, why when she go to China on government business, Mr. Vice President Barra Jack Dio, why didn't she charter the other flight with her counterparts and come to another country and flew back to Guyana? She had other agenda. She had to arrive in New York because she wanted to visit her family. How do you know that she didn't pull a stunt like Prasad and had reported what she went for if it was something to do with the currency and other agreement? How do you know that was not it? I'm not accusing the woman, but I don't buy that. That's not coincidental or accidental. That might be practical. Right, Ali? Who's advising you, man? Huh? You think these black people that with the red clothes are fools? Join you? Come on. Indian live with their wife, giving me everything, and still the neighbor screwing their wife. Huh? Indian decent women living with their husband, and he's still screwing their sister in many cases. How could you trust one who realized and was grown up to hear that Coolie people are good, and them here black people are good, and now you unite the two to bring about the utopia? It would have been easy for God and Lucifer to shake hands and make peace in the world. My friends, I am not your teacher. I am not making allegation on nobody. But I wanted to find out if my ideas is right, because you have to think of it. You going on government official business, you're supposed to go there and come back here, not to stop off to greet friends and family, man. That is not what taxpayers were paying you for. Imagine a mailman delivering an express letter to Essequibo, but you go to Bormis to visit your family before you go to Essequibo. Or he got to drop an express letter in Essequibo, but he go to Mackenzie to meet family before he drop the letter. You don't see the letter got misplaced. I'm only asking a question and making a suggestion. That is why I call upon y'all for let's form a national front government. You won't have problem with CARICOM. You won't have problem with the election commissioner, because they are all corrupt, all from Burnham time to now. Okay? Y'all only getting back a taste of your medicine. So I call upon all of you, let's form a national front government. 27 Amerindian, 3 from each tribe, 9 tribes. 15 Indian, 13 blacks, 6 mixed race, 2 Portuguese, 2 Chinese, and let's hold all the past politicians accountable and put Guyana forward. We need good athletics, good cricketers, and people to put our country on the world map. Have a good day, and may God be with all of you. And please, again, subscribe to my channel and press the bell so you will get the next update. And don't forget India and Africa, where we begin. Have a good day. Peace.